GT4 racing. So free practice has just ended. So just bear with me while I go do all that.
Give it all you can.
Whoa, all that boring stuff. So bear with me. I'll get the links up in our chat so you can play along at home. So not that you would know that I'm saying all of this because link's not up. Alright, bear with me. Alright, the streams are in. So Sunday night, everybody loves a good bit of GT4 racing. Sorry, I'm getting my act back together. I'm not as bad as Diswood, that is for sure. That guy is a lunatic. He did a 8-hour enduro today, so that was just next level insanity. But are we surprised that Diswood would do that? No, we are not. So, do we see him? Yeah, we see him out there. The guy, he is a machine. So, you might think, why are we not on a car yet? And it's why, because there's only 8 minutes of qualifying. But I'll do it afterwards. But the championship is red hot. That's all I know. So here we go. I am going to change glasses so I can actually see. That is handy. Right. So let's jump on board with the guy that was fast as well. I'll have to change the camera view, so just bear with me. I apologise. I took part in the same race, so of course I jumped on with... Why has it got me there? And the garage should have me as a spectator. It does not, that's problematic. Alright, bear with me while I pause the stream and see if I can come back as a spectator, so just bear with me. I put in the spectator code, but anyway, all good, bear with us. technical glitch here because I've used the right password and it just wants to put me in this mode. So I don't know why it's doing that. So anyway, we will see what happens. Who knows? There you go. So it'll let me get a outshot. Well, this is bizarre. Alright, just trying to figure it out. Sorry, classic. Alright, I don't know what it's doing because it has me down as the driver. But anyway, that's okay. So I might pop out onto the grid. So apologies for the technical hiccups. We will see what we can do. I think this is an alright view. So kick it and rip it in top spot. Let's get our game face on. It's the final and we've missed about 18 hours of qualifying, but you know what, that doesn't matter. So just bear with us, it'll get a bit sketchy there. So apologies for the pausing and stream and everything, but kick it and rip it, top of the tops. 144.390 because we can all read. Ready want just a fraction back. We got Stu taking up third. The Ghost, Gaza killing it in fifth. Bounty, the first of the Two Ants Racing boys. Ant Lloyd, the red hot Cobb McCool over the last couple of weeks in 8th. Adge in 9 and Nastoza in 10th. Then we've got Black Falcon, Diswood, Triple X Krakatoa, Familiar GT, TV Williams, Amp Bark, Beaky, Rocky NZ, and then Colin, and then Jimbo, who has not set a time, but Jimbo again has come from about 18 hours worth of 18 hours worth of driving today, so we will see. I'll just put mode here. Broadcast. Okay, so hopefully I don't nerf it out, but that's okay. Alright, so it looks like this is going to be qualifying all said and done. Kick it and rip it, finishing off with pole, closely followed by Brady Want and Stu rounding out the top 3. Ghost and Gaza in 4th and 5th, they're our top 5. Bounty bounced back, he's in 6th, Ant Lloyd, Cobb McCool, Adge and Nastoza. So apologies with the technical difficulty. You wouldn't think it'd be that hard, but sometimes it is test the patience of Job. Alright, Sunday night chat, let's have a look. So it is the final tonight. This is the final round and the championship is up for grabs. So Someone Awesome and TT are split by just a couple of points. So then Bounty and then the team's championships looks locked between, looks to be settled with TT and Cobb McCool having a big gap back to 2nd. So drop rounds have been applied. So let me just have a look at the table here. It looks like we got, yeah, TT top of the table on 385. Someone Awesome 2nd, 350. Kick it and rip it in third with 325. Stu 324 in fourth. Brady Want in fifth on 321. So there's everything to play for, considering you get 75 points for a win. So, I mean, there's TT's not in tonight, so he's done, which means someone awesome on 350 is the chaser there, and someone awesome doesn't look like he's in the field tonight. Very, very interesting. So he's not in the field. This has taken a while to split over. So that would mean that Kick It and Rip It, Stu and Brady Want and the Ghost and the Ghost, I would say, are all in this. So basically our top four runners on the grid as we see it are all within a chance. So there's like 18 points, what is it, 8, yeah, 17 points difference between the Ghost and Kick It and Rip It. I don't know what you get per second these days. Maybe 65. So there is a 10-point difference. So there are going to be quite a few permutations to this. Yeah, so 60, oh no, yeah, 65, then 60 for third. So, and we've got our top two guys are nada. They got nothing. They're nowhere to be seen. So TT and someone awesome, done. That is the news before we start this race. We're at the Indy race course, which is just incredible in itself. It is a great little race track. Can get very, very technical at a rapid rate of knots. Now I can't get out of the table.
30 seconds.
It's all happening. Why, I say, why? Yeah, so the team points, yeah, Bounty and Diswood would need... yeah, they would need a miracle, basically, to roll Cobb and TT, because Cobb for sure has got the hot hands at the moment, with racing form. Oh, Adge. Yeah, Adge. Talking it up in the chat. I believe Adge is almost on the verge of pulling the pin right now. He has just noted that this is his best qualifying for years. So yes, a little sneaky Pete into ninth there for Adge. So he will be frothing. So hopefully he gets off to an absolute flyer tonight and makes the most of his qualifying prowess that he has done. So tonight there will be, obviously, everybody knows the blue flag rules. Obviously this is a compulsory pit stop is required, but it's fuel only. So your fuel will be timed at 25 seconds, so there's a 5-second difference between fuel and tyres. So obviously lap 1 is an absolute nut breaker here, because you go down that little straight and then you're into an absolutely horrible chicane, which is an absolute nightmare on the best of days. So we've got the track is 14 turns, combination of using the infield of the Indianapolis, obviously world famous circuit. So beautiful little place. It is very challenging. You go through that first turns 1 through 6, gets super technical there. Then you get the run down, I'll call it a back straight, and then 7 through 10 require a bit of finesse, and then as you loop through 11, 12, 11 through to 14, it's all guns are blazing. Kick It and Rip It, I think, thinks the race has already started. He is frothing. He's taking them at an absolute gallop on this outlap. He has got full of frijoles. So he'll have to bring himself back to the field a little bit here, because the race control. Now, who are we going to jump on with? I'm tempted to add just a little bit back, but I'll tell you what, we're going to jump on the top of... that'll have to be the Ghost, so I can get everybody. The Ghost is it. So I apologise now, Ghost, if I put the mockers on you for the start. But with the final round, 4 cars, those 4 cars on screen, Kick It and Rip It, Brady One, Stu and the Ghost, all in the hunt for the GT4 glory. There is no TT, there is no someone awesome. It is us. Here we go, and we're away and racing. It looks like Brady One got an absolute flyer. Was he in front of Kick It and Rip It? I don't know. But he was keeping the lap speed here. Kick It and Rip It with the inside run here. So he's got the inside. Nicely done. Brady One. Oh, he checks up. Brady One avoided the contact there for sure. His nose, if he had the Bill Lorry snarls, he does knocked it off about half an inch there, Kick It and Rip It has. So, smart move though by Brady One, showing all his years of experience there, avoiding the contact early, very, very important. Knows that he had like 59 minutes left, so settle down into the race now, these lads. Going through, so Kick It and Rip It, followed Brett One. Little break back to Stu, and then looks like the Ghost may have held on to his. No, it looks like he's got jumped there for a bit here, so it looks like at least Bounty's come through on him, and maybe Gazza. So we'll go just back there and check that. No, it's just Bounty. I was talking it up a bit too much. Gazza did not get by, but the Ghost is putting all sorts of pressure on, and now trying to keep a nice wide line there. He's in the Ghost is in a Janetta sandwich at the moment. That is for sure. So these little pocket rockets would love this first part of the circuit coming up. They will hate this part here. The big Aston will open up and gobble them up here, I would say. We'll have to see. It'll be great, interesting battle of the brakes. Got the slipstream. He's jumped out. Had a look. Laid on the hangers. Bounty's gone. It looked closer than what it looked, but Bounty's gone wide. Gazza's had to check up in the back there. Again, experience is showing here, lads. Bounty caught on the outside. The Ghost saying, mate, you can stay out there. Gazza going, following the Ghost through. Now this is some champagne driving here. They've all got through. It looks like the camera angle's absolutely shocking, but that's okay. We can live with it. At least we've got something, I say. So Bounty, the Ghost is through on Bounty, followed closely by Gazza. Now we are going to see, Gazza running a little bit wide. Sorry, Gazza, did not take the camera off you. Stu caught in the middle of nowhere at the moment. So let's go back through the field. Where's our mate Adge? Adge. There you go, his best qualifying of the season. Oh, come on, Evil Knievel, settle down, champion, get into the groove. He's gained 2 spots off the start. He's qualifying 9th, he's up to 7th. He would be freaking out, peeking out for sure. He would be loving it. And then we got Black Falcon in the Maserati there, the loose unit. He did 8 hours. He did 6 hours today as well on the endurance thing. So hopefully we see a lot of these guys back next year. A great field of 20, I say. 20 is a healthy number, but you know what, I reckon we can do better. We just got to get the word out. So there's a little break back to Adge from 6th to 7th, but you know what, Adge won't care. Absolute flyer at the moment, so it looks like Brady Want is closing in on the gap onto Kick It and Rip It, so we'll just go up there and have a bit of a look, see what's happening. So Brady Want's putting all sorts of pressure on him. Now I'm going to risk it for the biscuit here and see if we can jump on board with Brady Want, but this could be anything, so hopefully I don't balls up the whole telecast after this, but bear with me. No, jumped on board, Kick It and Rip It, that's not bad. I thought it was, so it's very strange tonight. As usually it would have spectator next to my name, but it does not, so it has thrown me a curveball. But I'm glad we have some footage of some sort. There's Kick It and Rip It, so we'll stay on board with him. So he is winding up the wick, look at that. He is half a second up on his last time. Oh, the engine's screaming. So he is putting in the yards early, so you think to yourself, is he going to burn through those tyres? Well, big question, everybody, I don't know. So he is 4/10 quicker on this lap than he was previously, and he's just got the fastest lap of the race. So he's trying to break everybody's spirit early, but I don't know if he will. Whoa, here we go. No. Ah, here we go again. That could be a better one maybe. Just trying to... Alright, there you go. I think that's a bit better, that one. Yeah, I think that's better. I think. It might be no different, but hey, it makes me feel better. Alright, so we will go through and maybe not run the risk of familiar GTR there, under all sorts of pressure from Jimbo. Now Jimbo did do, again, 6 hours. It looks like he's got Triple X Krakatoa there with him for company. So very, very interesting here, pulling out of the slipstream, going wide. Triple X is, I was going to say he's shortened that corner right up there. But, you know, I would say they are trying to do the malarkey crunch on Familiar. Look at these two teammates, it looks like. Remind me of the Olsen twins the last time I saw anything that identical, but anyway. So we should see the horses of the Big Merc unleash here. No, we won't. Hard on the hangers. Jimbo just... what do they call it? Oh, I can't. Stalking, that's it. Stalking his prey. Having a look up the inside, getting a bit Raggedy Ann there. Triple X Krakatoa, he's got... Brother, if you're getting Raggedy, I'm coming through. So Jimbo now having the attention of one of his teammates. So very, very interesting. The status quo remains. So this is a battle for 11 through 13. So I'm going to try. Oh, Jimbo, have a little look. Very brave, you loose unit. He's at a big look. Triple X Krakatoa's going, dude, if you can do it, I can do it. And I think, you know, they've all survived. I thought one of them might have dropped off. But Ant Bark. Now, Ant Bark is there having a bit of a, joining the back of this train, so he'll be having a bit of a butcher's look at the moment. Let's see if we can return to pits and carry this on. Yes, we can, so that's good news. The gaps up front are stagnant at the moment. They're floating in and out, so at least we might get some on-board shots later of all of this. shouldn't have done the 6 hours today. I've got bloody sorest backside. Let that sit with you. From sitting in that chair, I tell ya. It's been a while since I've had to drive that long. So not that you need to know, but the old golito is a bit sore, my friends. So let's go through 10 minutes of this final. So Brady Wonk, kick it and rip it. Now, I should bring that table up and do some quick maths. Because we all know who doesn't like a bit of quick maths. Favourite subject in the world, said no one ever. Oh. So that would be, this would see kick it and rip it, get crowned. So pretty much whoever wins being kick it, rip it, Stu or Brady Want, title's done. And the only person that can upset the apple cart is really the goat. The goat. He is the goat to some, but we call him the ghost. He would then need these boys maybe to finish at least outside the top 3. Bear with me. Too much talking today. It's shenanigans. Alright. So kick it and rip it has opened up a bit of a gap, so we'll move off this battle. It sort of seemed to have settled down. One that he's wound up. Something's happened to Waj. He's gone back to 10th. He's got TB as company. So I don't know what happened there. But again, back to where he qualified, so it's not all doom and gloom for him. So again, nice tidy lines there from Aj, holding off TB. And then Jimbo, these two are slowing each other up. So he's not close enough to have a look at under brakes here, TB, at the end of this back straight. He'd need to be a little bit closer coming into this turn. And it's one that, you know, you don't want to get caught offline too often, because it does compromise your run through this S-bend section, which is very much like maggots and beckers, I guess, where it's very rhythmic. So it's very, very easy to get offline and go, you know what, gotcha. So Jimbo now all over the back of TB. So let's see if we can jump on board with Jimbo. Let's see if we can. Because we would get some good footage there. Let's see, no, goal, and Bounty, Bounty and Gaza. Oh my goodness, I'm just flicking through and we casually, Bounty. That's a mixture. That's what you get when you mix Gaza with Bounty. You get a Gounty. I don't know how good that combination would be, but anyway. Oh, there we go. On board with Jimbo. Let me see. Has he got it done yet? No, he has not. So it wasn't all without. It wasn't all for nothing. Alright, listen to that big roar of the Mercedes-Benz. Now Jimbo's going to be setting him up as he comes through onto the back straight. He's going to want these legs to run. But it is, we call it a back straight, but he doesn't get it done. wants to focus on lines here. You don't want to give anything away, and I tell you what, TB's opened up the door, and he is feeling the pressure, because he, my friend, is cracking like an egg that's been on cooking for like 8 minutes. There are bloody, oh, here we go, he's got the hammer down, he's doing the Ross Chastain around the outside, hard under the brakes. Now this is going to be a problem if he can get a little bit closer. It'll be a big problem for TB, because the Merc here is going to open right up, I would dare say. Look at that line, he has gone for king and country there. He is winding up that rubber band to have a look. It doesn't look like he's gaining enough. Because the old G-Netter, it will be great under brakes, that is for sure. But gap physically closer. So you know you've got the horses. You just got to have patience. Guns N' Roses song. Wah, wah, wah. No, that's Sweet Child of Mine. What? Yeah, everybody needs a little bit of patience. Alright, let's see if we can get on. No. There we go, that's the view we like, alright. Have a quick sip of water, so I'll leave you online with Jimbo for a second, bear with me. Microphone down. Looks like TV trying to put a move on Edge there. Edge had nothing of it. But I tell you, who got row A to that little skirmish was Jimbo. So that's brought him right back on. And the old TV Williams is under pressure again from the big Merc. So very, very interesting to see what's going to happen here at the end of the straight. Looks like Jimbo just suffers on exit out of that quite technical little loop there, so doesn't cope well with it. So we're back into the rhythmic section here. So good rhythm, feel the ride, getting up. It's bobsled time. I think it's a famous made famous by the Jamaican bobsledding team. And here we go, Jimbo has got the rubber band wound up. He is going to have a look, does he? No. TB left him a bit of space there, got offline, was doing the gentlemanly thing, and contact was avoided by all parties. But Jimbo's, if he had a cat, he'd kick it, because he has lost ground at TB after being right up under that rear spoiler. So he might go, okay, look, worst case, you know, I don't have a teammate behind me, but I tell you what, it's on. So we'll go back up onto the front of the field. We've got Brady One out on his Pat Malone. Only 1.5 to kick it and rip it, so everything's still to play for here. Strategy will be interesting between these two, because you go, okay, I don't take new tyres. What are your tyres like? Like, who knows? So working our way through the field. The Ghost is putting pressure on Stu at the moment. So we'll see what happens here. No, Stu just seems to be able to eke out over those half a dozen corners. Alright, through the rest of the field. That was close. We've been watching Jimbo trying to get business done. He's consistently wide there. But hey, if that's what works for you, that's what works. Hip playing up, bloody falling apart here. Falling apart. Alright. Ghost is closing up on the back of Stu as we come through turn 10, I believe that will be. Long run round. Then it'll be hard braking into the chicane, so we'll see. Oh, not a chicane, a very 90-degree corner. So what you're hoping for is to set yourself up for the long run down the straight. Long run down the straight on the front. But we will see if that happens. These two maintaining the status quo. Cobb McCool would be what is struggling a bit here. He's down to he's down in, yeah, Cobb's down in 15, so bittersweet action there, that's for sure. We have our first pit stop of the day, which is Jimbo. Very, very interesting to see what he does. Sort of a bit of cloak and dagger. Hopefully it's Garden over Manuel Lama. Here we go. I've got nothing. So tired. So tired. I'm just gibbering. Alright, Cobb trying to get a move on Familiar GTR. He's got the inside run. Triple X Krakatoa, yes, he gets it done. But I can tell you now, I think Familiar will have a little bo peep down the inside here. Thought better of it. Tucks in and behind. That car, so just bear with me, just fixing my eye. Alright, so almost a half hour gone. So that's our man, the main man at the moment, the leader. Kick it and rip it, followed closely by Brett One. So he's keeping him honest, knowing that pit stops, anything could happen. We've had plenty of them. Just got to make sure that they've stopped. That's the big thing. So these two, what, 1.2? So it's been like that up and down all night. So I don't expect the sequence of events with pit stops to affect it. But anyway, you never know. 5 seconds is 5 seconds. So let's have a look. There's not much in the way of battles going on at the moment. There you go, we're on board with Ghost again. Alright, so just bear with me. I'm going to try and jump on board with Ghost. It's going to end badly, as always. Like Triple X coming into the pits. Gaza, currently in 5th, as Triple X going, so Triple X does have the ability to unlap himself, so we'll see what happens there. Alright, I shall return, bear with me, so we still have 24 runners, so we're still all in one piece, good to see. Alright, I'll be back in 2 seconds. must have hit the controller on the way out. Meant to leave it on Ghost, but anyway. Let's see what he can do here. Put the pressure on Stu early.
We are at the halfway mark, keep pushing.
Sorry, just refueling there. Alright, down the back straight here. We've had some pretty close racing there with Ghost getting offline a couple of times, giving it a red hot go. So we're through the rhythmic section here, turn 6 to I think it's about 8 or 9. He's lost a little bit of ground here, and we got Ant Lloyd in the background. Don't worry about him, he is down in 13th, people. He has done his pit stop, so he will get a lap back. So he can technically unlap himself if he's quicker. So whether this is going to play a part in the Ghost is driving too defensively, where he's dropped a lot of ground now, back off Stu. So we can see over there, Kick It and Rip It, just pulling into the pits. So Stu diving, he's in the pits as well. Oh, missed that. So now this is going to be absolutely, so we've got positions 1, 4 and 5 all in the pits. The Ghost is going to put the hammer down now. This will want to be the best couple of laps of his freaking life, because he is going to want to make sure he makes the most of this. Stu is risk it for runs wide out onto the marbles, which you don't want through this section because it compromises everything, and it compromises your run on the back straight. And we'll be able to pick this up because Two Ants Racing, Ant Lloyd in the background, was closing up by the end of the straight. So whilst you're on two different teams, is it the team that causes the rift, or is it the car? So if it's the car, then we're safe. These boys will work together to push Ghost up higher than he can be. So looks like Kick It and Rip It has come out in third spot. 14 seconds or so back to oh, that's not Stu. Oh, hold on, I think the Ghost is coming in. He is coming in. Now we know he's not going to pop out in front of Kick It. that's for sure. Brady won in on the pit, so this will be interesting. Does he get a jump on Kick It and Rip It? Too many pit stops, too much action. I don't know how long Brady wants been there, but we will see his car move. Oh, it's moving. It's moving. And where is Kick It and Rip It? Kick It and Rip It. Oh, this is going to be mightily close, you might say, because he has to go the full length of that straight. Oh, boy. Oh, Nastoza with the drive-through. You son of a beep, 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 beep. All right, Brady Want, how close are you? Oh, it's painstaking. Painful. Here comes Kick It and Rip It. Oh, I think he's going to get him. Oh no, Brady Want's got it out on the power now. This is where we're going to see him. Oh, they've come out and I think he's got the jump on him. He does, by a stretch. By an absolute stretch. So maybe he just put on fuel and said, nada tyres. The last time I saw somebody do that, something that crazy, was Lightning McQueen in the opening stages of his biography. And let me tell you, it did not work out for Lightning. It went to a three-way shootout at a race. So I hope that omen is not true for Brady Want, because he wants to win. So 3.3, so that's a big turnaround. That's a 5-second turnaround. So 5 seconds, people, is the difference between tyres and fuel. So that is possibly what has happened here. Is we've seen some tactics. So I would dare say he's gone for fuel only, which means 23 minutes. If it stays like it is, you're looking at you defending a champion in Brady Want, getting the chocolates in his all-purpose vanilla paint job, which I'm still not quite on board with, but it does look pretty snazzy though. We'll give him that. Gets it for style points. Oh, yes, everybody's just absolutely pooped themselves. That's okay. That's Colin's got to stop go. Say it ain't so. All right. 23 minutes. Let's work our way through the field. Kick It and Rip It, currently in second. So we already know about these guys. We know about him too. Tough competitor. Let's see what Hammer Down. It's not too far. 3.3 gap to funny stuff. Alright, so 15 seconds back, rightio. I'm just working my way through the field. Let's have a look. Black Falcon in the turned out pink big hull, the Maserati. Very good to see. Currently holding down 5th, so he would be happy with that. Now, where else have we got? We've got Gaza still circulating in 6th at this stage. Not, as you can see, the gap is visible, but you really want to that early. What was it? I'm thinking. Anyway, it doesn't matter what I'm thinking. Gaza running a bit wide there. Alright, Bounty here. Stolzer getting out of the way. Let's say Rocky NZ's cleared up that styrofoam at the end. jump on board with... Who will I jump on board? Looks like Gaza is about to make a very unlikely move on that big engine beast, the Maserati. Just bear with me 2 seconds. We'll try and jump on board with Gaza. Anything is possible. About this, trying to get in. It'll be the last one I go to for sure. There we go. Alright, so we'll just watch a lap with Gaz. See if he can get the business done here on Black Falcon. Get into the top 5. So that's a bit of the wheel work with Gaz. Gap seems to be staying consistent, hasn't been able to get it done yet. But certainly not through the lack of trying, that is for sure. And naturally I've done it wrong. Changed the camera back then, got out, but anyway. So now I should be able to go back. Aha. He is big gap back to kick it and rip it. Must have been some sort of mishap for that sort of brake to be opened up. So as it stands, have missed a back-to-back there. Kick and Rip It currently second, holding down the fort. He's had a particularly good season, and it's still not over with 15.5 to go. It looks like Stu has gapped. We've got gaps all over the place at the moment. We will stick with this. This seems to be the on-track battle. Certainly given, Gaz has certainly given it enough for Hollies here. He will be a bit later than Black Falcon, given that he's in that absolute monster of a car. So, interesting to, alright. Maybe this lap he'll get it done. Alright, Gazza missing the apex again, but closing right up under brakes there. Sorry, I need to get my second wind. I've only got to last another 15 minutes, and then we'll be done. And what will happen? Will we have a new champion or not? I do not know. Pressure is on all over the place. Oh, there we go, there's Beaky. Colin, just giving him a bit of airtime here, consistently here every week, and yeah, gets out of the way, races clean, so it deserves a little bit of time in my books. Oh no, he's gone a bit adventurous on us. It was too much. I shouldn't have jumped on him. Apologies, Colin. Alright, back up at the front, not much has changed. Gazza still not able to get it done over the Falcon. And then go back to, I think roughly this is pattern. It's the only pattern. It's not a pattern. It's a gap. Gibberish is what happens when you're too tired. So closest battle on ground is this. So what have we got? Ant Lloyd versus TB Williams for a great yeah, anyway. Oh mate. Right. Gazza still not good. He's been hovering at that half a second for quite some time now. I don't know what's going on there. Certainly not making too many moves, that is for sure. Triple X, he's got some. So this will be for position, though, I would think. Amp Park closing in on Triple X. Who else have we got there? Alright. Board with Bounty. Now he does all our scoring Bounty on the podium. So we're down under 10 minutes left now and we are stagnant across the whole field. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, everything's done as I look down that list, so that's alright. They're all and Lloyd going way too deep there on TB, so that's the end of that battle for a little while. Looks like Ant Bark is closing up on Triple X, so this in theory should be the position when he finally gets there. Gazza still not getting it done against Right, back on board with Gazza, he got it done, and we've missed it. We've been waiting for ages for him to get it done. That is atypical of the night that I've had. Been in and out of consciousness, I swear, and just gibbering like an absolute fool. And the one time we wanted to see the overtaking manoeuvre, what did Gazza do to get it done? I have no idea. But he is up into 5th spot, so... yeah, I think had better mid-run. Could have been different, but Gazza now showing a clean set of heels. He's trying to in the closing laps. So yeah. So we've got a status quo really throughout the whole field. There's not a heck of a lot happening, that is for sure. Right on board with what will be new points. Will be our series leader, Freddie Watt. Alright, so Brett Wine, he's what, 4 minutes, so he's most probably 2 or 3 laps from home. Everybody getting out of the road, which is good. There are no real close battles. There's Edge, how close? Said half a second. Oh look, we'll stay on board, let's see what happens. This wood must be absolutely rooted, because I'm struggling to keep the old Bo Peeps open after doing 8 hours of that. That is absolutely brutal. Speaking of people who are brutal, no battles going through. Edge just outside, so he's dropped 3 from his qualifying role. A couple of people that have pulled out for various reasons, I'm sure. Where are we gonna go? Right, let's jump on board with Brady Wand. And what we'll do is we will follow this ride now till the end, assuming it assuming that no one goes wrong, I guess. So here we go. He's come round and he's oh, he might get round. Yeah, he should get round in Palantir time. Nice tidy. Oh, he got close to the wall there. It's cost him there, a little bit wide. Right 55 seconds left, so the countdown would be on. So this will be his final lap that he is starting.
Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
So here we go, final lap. He is not far from freedom now. Kick it and rip it. Just crossing now. Still giving it a go. Alright. I don't know why that changed to... Don't know what's happening. And apologies for the stream quality. I am absolute wreck tonight. Run out. But here we go, Brady Want finally down the back straight. We haven't had much in the way of battles. This would maybe the only one that's probably going to change position, but you never know in racing. Alright, last long run into turn 11 and 12 here. Oh no, whoa. I thought he was about to lose it. That could have been bad, but he's showing off a bit early. He does have 17 seconds, I suppose. But and there we go. Coming across the line, Brady Want.
The leader has finished the race.
He will be, oh, cop those berries. He will be championship winner. Kick it and rip it will finish the championship in second. Great ride there. Familiar GTR bouncing around on the place. So we've got Stu flashing the lights. So we may see him jump up a couple of spots for sure. Looks like Ghost fourth, he'd be happy with that. So it looks like people are watching too much Shane Van Gisbergen over in the States. But all done, all sorted again. Apologies, I'm so freaking tired, it is amazing. But thank you once again. If you haven't already, tell your mates about it. Might get a bit of a revamp with some new rocks down maybe. But yeah, just as far as this season goes, it's been a pleasure. I think we need bigger fields in GT4, but we'll go from there and see how we all go. Alright, no worries. Thanks.